I was raised in a church that taught a catechism. And the definition of a sacrament, according to the catechism that I was taught, is that it's the outward and visible sign of an inward and invisible grace. That makes sense. I've got a body and I've got a soul. I've got an outside, I've got an inside. And so to have religious structures and systems that honor both the outer and the inner makes sense to me. The problem with this, especially when it comes to things like baptism and Lord's Supper, is that the outer can become the focus of our attention. It can become a preoccupation. Think about the way that churches have fussed and fumed about how much water should we use in a baptism service. Should we sprinkle or pour or immerse like we do? Tremendous energy has been expended on the question of externals. How much water do we use? This is why my Quaker friends all say, let's get rid of the externals. We don't need outside forms. Let's just focus on the inner stuff, not outer water baptism, inner spiritual baptism. And I'm sympathetic, really am. And yet that doesn't honor who I am, this outer and inner person. And so the better focus, it seems to me, is to try to figure out how do we keep it together? How do we keep the outer and the inner connected? I want you to think about two things, two questions to really focus on. First, think about your own experience. How have your outer and inner spiritual experiences connected? Specifically, think about baptism and Lord's Supper. Do you take communion even when you know that there's something blocking your relationship with Christ? Do the outer and inner connect? Baptism. When you got baptized, did it correspond to something that was going on inside, or was it just an outer form? And second question, maybe the more important one, honoring the sovereignty of God and the mystery of the Holy Spirit, are there things we can do to better connect what we do on the outside with what's going on inside?